Good day, ma'am. I am Christopher Advincula, and today I will discuss the special topic for this course, which is the legal aspect and tourism and hospitality industry. So, when it comes to special topic, we will be tackle about the topics related to this course, and we uh, we will tackle about the special law regarding or related to the tourism and hospitality industry. So for the learning objectives for this topic, we will discuss the various special law affecting the tourism industry, and we will identify situation and problems where this special law may be applied as a solution. I did identify some tourism establishment that implement as well as not implement this special law. For the content, we will be tackle about the senior citizen law, the law on security, anti-terrorism law, the Consumer Act of the Philippines, and law related to the human rights and the tourism research. So for the senior citizen law under the Republic Act number 7257, also known as the senior citizen law of 2004, one is acted to provide senior citizens the following. So first, grant of 20% discounts on all prices of goods and services offered. So as we all know that in the Philippines there is a senior citizen discount, which is 20% discount when they buy goods and services, but this is is a limitation la sa mga goods. Also, they have a discount when they dine into the restaurant as well as when they check into the hotel. So a minimum of 20% discount on admission fees charged by theaters, cinema, also houses and concert hall, as well as 20% discount for fare for domestic air and travels. Also for 20% for the discount in the public transportation such as MRT, mga jeepney, taxis, and other non-transportation here in the Philippines. So for law on security anti-terrorism law, so under the Republic Act of 9372, also known as the Human Security Act 2007, implements the policy of the state by protecting lives. So law on Human Security Act is the one of the focus of this law is about protection of life for all individuals in the Philippines, also in the workplace or in the H&T industry. So for the Consumer Act of the Philippines under the Republic Act of 7394, so the main objective of the law is protect the interest of the consumer. So this is focuses to the consumer in the Philippines for promoting general welfare and establish standards of conduct for business industry. So for the Republic Act number 8371 for the indigenous people rights of 1987, so this law is implement the state of recognition and promotion the rights of individual, especially to those who is aligned with the indigenous people. So it promotes the rights of indigenous and the cultural communities in the Philippines under the Republic Act of Indigenous People Rights Act of 1997. For the UAA Draft Charter on the Rights of the Minorities, so the Lawyers Association have a role in play in promoting and defending the individual and collective rights of minorities and their members. So hence the Lawyer Association at the international meeting in San Francisco have decided to adopt an international charter for the purpose of seeking to ensure that the principles set below are complied under the article number 1 of no individual may be subject to disadvantage of any kind of he or she is a member of the particular national, ethnic, linguistic, cultural, or religious minority because of his or her sexual learnings. For the Article 2, the Lawyer Association will take steps to encourage teaching relating to the rights of minorities in law, school, or institution for the continuing education which they are concerned, including technique as to the nature of such rights and rules. For the National Cave and Caves Resources Management Protection Act under the Republic Act of number 1972. So this law implements the policy of the state to conserve, protect, and manage the caves and caves resources as part of the country natural wealth. So cave is part of the tourism industry that will protected by the national with the Act of the Republic Act numbers 1972 as National Cave Act of Resources Management Protection under the RA 1972. For the Republic Act 9147 for the Wildlife Resources Conservation and Protection Act. So this Republic Act focuses on the protection and conservation of the wildlife resources which is in the Philippines for their habitat and also for their sustainability. For the law on intellectual property rights under the Property Code of the Philippines and Republic Act of 8293. So this law is enacted to streamline administrative procedures of registering trademarks and copyright, to liberalize the registration and transfer of technology, and to enhance the enforcement of intellectual property rights in the Philippines. For the anti-child abuse, the Republic Act of 7610, Special Protection of Children Against Child Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act as amended by the Republic Act 9231 in 2003, it focuses the Child Abuse Act and implements the policy of the state to provide special protection to children from all forms of abuse, neglect, cruelty, exploitation, discrimination, and other conditions prejudicial to their development, including child labor and worse crimes, and provide sanction for their commission. For the anti-prostitution law under the Article 202, prostitutes. For purposes of this article, women who, for money or profit, habitually indulge in sexual intercourse or lascivious conduct are defined as a prostitute. So a woman is considered a prostitute when she habitually indulges in sexual intercourse or lascivious conduct, also for money or the profit. For the anti-pornography law under the Article 201, the immoral doctrines of sense of publication and exhibition and antecedent show, the penalty shall be imposed upon those who shall publicly expand or proclaim doctrines openly contrary to public moral, as well as the authors of the obscene literature published with their knowledge in any form, the editors publishing such literature, and the owners, operators of the establishment selling the same. And also those who in the theaters, fairs, cinematographs, or other plays exhibit incident or immoral plays, scene, act, or shows, it being understood that the obscene literature or indecent or immoral plays, scenes, act, or show, whether live or in film, which are prescribed by virtue, shall include those are the glorify criminals, condone crimes, serve no other purpose but to justify the market for violence, lust, or pornography, offended any race or religion, tend to traffic in and use prohibited drugs, and are contrary to law, public order, morals, good customs established in policies, lawful orders, decreases, and edicts. So for the anti-hijacking law under Republic Act of number 6235, an anti-hijacking law is committed by any person who compels a change in the course or destination of an aircraft of Philippine registry or seizes or absorbs the control while inflation right. So an aircraft is inflation right from the moment all its external doors are closed the following embarkation until any of such door is open for this infraction. So for the dangerous drugs law, so Republic Act number 9165, also known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. So this law implements the policy of the state to safeguard the integrity of its territory and the well-being of its citizenry, particularly the youth, from the harmful effects of dangerous drugs on their physical and mental well-being. So for the Republic Act of 7262, Anti the Violence Against Women, Children Act of 2004. So under the Section 3, Violence Against Women and Children refers to any act of series of acts committed by a person against a woman who is a wife, former wife, or against a woman with a home person, a sexual or dating relationship, or with woman who has common child, whether ignite, legitimate or illegitimate, within or without the family abode. So that's it for today for the special topic. So as you as a citizen in our country, we should know what are the law in the Philippines in order for us to avoid illegal act in our country. So we should know what are the law in order to and we need to know the importance of abiding law and the following law in the Philippines in order to avoid crime scenes or crime act which is prohibited to our country. So that will be all for today's topic. Thank you and God bless.